We interrupt this episode of Ben 10 to bring you Sam Raimi's Spider-Man.
No way! A gold sumo slammer card! Where'd you get it? I've been searching all over for that!
It was a prize inside a box of Sumo Smack cereal.
These background characters can't seem to understand the concept that aliens too can have hobbies. Just look at Megatron. Minus 5 sins for this incredible opening, and one of my favorite openings of the Cartoon Network lineup.
Knew I should have bought those asbestos seat covers when I had the chance.
Sure, asbestos is fireproof, but is it really worth the cancer?
10 superheroes on that stupid watch and you picked the one with the flaming butt?
Jealous?
Jeez, Gwen. For all we know, that could be the Pirate Knight equivalent to getting ammonia.
Hey! It's just a kid! Get the jewels!
You know, it's a good thing people are so gullible. Because when Ben transformed back, it should be obvious what happened to the alien.
Oh, Animo! I know you're in there!
The animal scientist is named Animo. That would be the equivalent if a clocksmith was named Clockwork.
All my funds go into my research.
Obsessive scientist is devoted to his work cliche.
Gonna love this.
The fact that this miserable piece of shit reminds me of that gizmo from Jimmy Neutron Attack of the Twonkies is worth 5 sins. Look up my Everything Wrong with that game and you'll see why I hate it so much.
This is my transmodulator. It creates and accelerates mutations at the genetic level.
It's made from a colander! How do you make a mutagen ray gun out of a colander? You make spaghetti with that, not mutation! Does anyone see the point of a frog having more than 2 eyes? 'Cause I don't.
All I need is a few lousy components to finish my work.
So whatever your needs, from hairspray to state-of-the-art electronics, you'll find them under one roof at the grand opening of the district's newest Mega Mart.
How convenient. Well, gee, mighty convenient that the Tennysons are already at the Mega Mart when Animo sees the commercial.
Only canned octopus? Huh. I thought this store prided itself on wide selection.
Never in my life have I seen canned octopus at a grocery store.
Fence, but can we have a normal dinner for once? You know, one that doesn't involve stir-fried tentacles?
Hey, fried calamari is delicious. You just don't know it yet. Someone mind telling me how gray matter could have wrecked an entire cereal aisle in about 2 minutes?
I've only had to buy the one that I found the gold sumo slammer card in if Gwen hadn't butted in with her big butt.
You know, you could have gone Ghost Freak, poked your head in, and see what card was in there. And no one would be the wiser.
Cereal aisle just to find some stupid piece of cardboard.
Blasphemy!
Ben, now I can appreciate how much this card means to you.
No, of course not. No one could be obsessed about a card game. Now where'd I put my Starfoil Rare Blue Eyes White Dragon?
But don't you think you're getting a little obsessed?
Although, when it comes to those Skylanders collectors, yes, I do think they're a little obsessed.
I mean, it's not like I rescued a bunch of people from a burning building or anything like that.
I mean, technically speaking, Karma does owe Ben a favor.
Someday you'll be all mine.
I don't get how this is a complete set. Both the red and blues are duplicates of each other, and the only one of value seems to be the golden one. That's like if you had 2 sets of Blue Eyes White Dragons, common rarity, but they're the same thing aside from different artwork. And then the one in the middle is a Starfoil Rare with the most unique artwork. I don't get it.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
He could have said, balls resting on my chin, and it would have had the same effect. There's only so many times I can mention this. 2 sins for every mutation that happens from this point forward.
Make history! Or should I say, prehistory?
I feel like there's more jokes in this one episode than there are in Batman and Robin the movie. 8 sins for the whole series.
I don't need to go hero to stop an overgrown furball.
I'm glad the show gives Ben his own hero moments without the watch. Minus 2 sins.
I will turn Washington, D.C. into Washington, B.C.
Roll credits.
I save an entire Megmart from being a giant hamster's chew toy. And what do I get? Nothing. It's not fair.
For most comic book heroes, it is a thankless job. That's why more anti-heroes tend to exist.
Being a hero is its own reward.
Tell that to Spider-Man, and the Incredible Hulk, and Doctor Strange, and the Guardians of the Galaxy.
And when he didn't win some big prize called the Verities Award, he flipped out. Anything about this sound familiar, Ben?
That would only be true if Ben caused problems with alien forms, fixed them, and then asked for payment. We'll get back to this in Season 2.
He could be going anywhere in Washington, D.C.
Or Washington, B.C.
Roll credits. How the hell can parts from a superstore make a mutagen ray gun now do this?
Reanimation of dormant cells. Breathing life back into that which has been long since lifeless.
Isn't that mammoth a model? How can he bring it to life? And later, he brings back a T-Rex, which, yes, I mind you, isn't fully regenerated, but still, how is there any DNA? The bones are rocks at this point.
Behold the genius that is Dr. Animo!
Who can apparently bring back the dead. It took the scientists at InGen years to remake the dinosaurs. Animo did it in 5 minutes.
You are going down, Peanuts!
That's racist. Unless Dr. Animo told the bird to serve as a distraction, why would it kidnap Gwen? What? We interrupt this episode of Ben 10 to bring you Jurassic Park 2, The Lost Kingdom. Protagonist's item falls out of her hands to remind us, the audience, how high up they are. Also, that is not what the inside of a phone looks like.
Butterfly!
Oh, does he look anything like a butterfly?
Like it would have killed the founding fathers to install an elevator.
Character complains about there not being an elevator cliche.
I believe you have something of mine. I'd like to thank the committee for this honor.
Animo's gone so far off the deep end that he would rather destroy thousands of lives to get some stupid reward that probably isn't even real gold. How convenient.
Help me!
We interrupt this episode of Ben 10 to bring you the hero must choose cliche from Sam Raimi's Spider-Man and Batman Forever. We interrupt this episode of Ben 10 to bring you a scene ripped straight out of the spectacular Spider-Man cartoon.
Does this guy come with subtitles?